How does strategic planning benefit God's kingdom? Well, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And that's why a lot of young people have not gone anywhere for God, because they have not deliberately planned, I'm going to do something with my life for God that will count for eternity. And unfortunately, too, a lot of parents don't raise those expectations in their children. They don't get them used to thinking of, hey, set a goal for your life of impacting and doing something for eternity. And so they don't. They automatically plan to fail because they're never disciplined and discipled. Hey, plan your life. Set a goal. Set stages to accomplish. I like the story of Jim Elliot. He's the missionary. Even before he got to the mission field, even before he talked to the first native, way back in college, he knew what he wanted to be. He said, I wanted to be a missionary. I want to give my life to God. Because of that, as part of my strategy, I'm not going to get myself involved in distractionary activities that could pull me away from my studies, from my physical preparation. Anything that's going to be a hindrance to me in preparing for my ultimate goal, I'm not going to get involved in. But then on the flip side, he got himself involved in physical activities that would build up his health, because he knew as a missionary he was going to be going through certain rigors that would take a toll on his health. So he focused on his health. He didn't neglect it, but he didn't get involved in activities that would take away his time and his focus on being a better missionary. And so for young people especially, we need to raise their expectations. If we just set low expectations for young people and say, well, that's all they can be. They're just a teenager, or they're just a young person. They can't do anything for God. Or, maybe they could take up the offering in church or something. If we just keep their expectations low, they will never rise above those expectations. So we got to help and encourage them, edify and build them up, show them examples from Scripture of people who did great things for God, who were willing to see a need that needed to be done, willing to do it, and willing to take the steps to do it. I like the story of Ezra, because God makes special mention that he had prepared his heart to serve God. A lot of people don't have that strategy and set that goal of, I want to serve God, so I'm going to prepare my heart now before he calls me to serve him. And that's why God doesn't call a lot of people to, because they're not ready. Their heart's not ready, and their mind's not ready. And so then that means that their hands and their feet aren't ready.